this is the first encounter. In the third circle, you've got 4 encounters, and this is going to start us off. Now, all of the encounters and the showdowns, as you learn them, you're going to start at this distance. Farther away, it's not really a fight yet. Closer together, the fight should already be over. And so everything starts at about this distance. So we're working on moving, countering, following up, and etc. The way that we are going to open all of our forms is one person is going to change their guard position. And so the first person to receive in encounter 1 is going to fold down to the front low guard. Okay? Now, when I go in with the attack, I'm going to lift before I move. And then as I carry through the distance, I want the strike to be not where I'm having to reach off balance, but also not where I'm going to miss. And so I have to get used to covering the distance and being able to deliver a strike where I'm balanced. After I've done my side 3 times, then I'm going to switch over. My partner's going to do their side 3 times. And so he'll attack. After we've both done that, now we add the counter. And what we're going to do is slide off the line of the attack and go into a 3 strike. The deflection right here, I have the lightsaber traveling out in front of me as I take my step. I step off the line of the attack and I create a slant or a wedge that his strike is going to travel down. So I want to make sure I don't lead with my hands, because that doesn't work. I'm leading off to the side. So you can also sort of imagine it like the roof of a house. Now the defense we call a wedge block. And what's going to happen is I'm going to catch his incoming strike, and so that it has to ride down a wedge. So I come in, he gets off the line, I catch his strike and bring my hands into my body. And this brings me to, don't counter, my strike. Now you'll notice he is stabbing by moving his feet, not by moving his hands. So the strike happens as an effect of your footwork. So the counter to this stab, we're going to slide directly to an 8 strike. After lifting their strike past us, I take 1, 2 steps, and then the strike presents itself. Now as you practice these, it's good to practice stopping several inches away rather than practicing following through. As you work with your partner, as you gain more comfort, one of the things you practice as you get to these finishing strikes is showing them where it is so that they can begin to learn to move, but then also teaching yourself where the finishing strike follows through to so that you think about the energy traveling down the entire path of the strike. Counter for that as he moves to do his strike, I'm going to follow him with a middle guard. I follow him with the tip of my saber. So I follow him with the tip. This puts it in his path. And this also makes it so that if he were trying to shortcut the strike, I'm going to be lopping through where his arms are as he tries to deal his final blow. And so this movement, I just want to train it on him as he moves. I don't want my hands too far away from my body, but I also don't want them back too much. It should be just extending from my middle. And then you're back in middle guard. Follow him with the tip. so that I can kind of keep him warded off. Now you'll realize as we add this, I lose my ability to do the counter I was doing in the previous step. If I am taking the step to do that stab, it puts me so far out of position to deal with his counter strike that I don't get the opportunity to do it. So we practiced it and we remember that it's there, but as we build the form, it stops becoming a part of emphasis as we do this together. Now, seeing this from the other side, we're actually going to strike his guard position to get it out of our way. So this swing is not vertical down, and it's not from the side. It's at a steep angle. It's kind of like doing an 8 strike. So we're back to the strike we were doing just a moment ago. We're going to attack his guard, and it works like a skipping stone. I don't hit it and come back. I want to hit it off of it as I go forward. And so then the finishing strike actually becomes this 9 strike. Now the final step. As he does his finishing blow, I'm going to open my hands and yield, and then it's his job to maintain a distance where I can't get away. If he isn't paying attention and I'm able to just come right back to on guard, now it's a fight all over again. If he is paying attention, then as I yield, he's learning to pace me. And we're both understanding about spacing. You have to be very careful with this part. First encounter. And on the other side.